Right, thank you for taking time for watching this video that you're about to watch. Now, I'd love you all to subscribe to my channel. Let's get the subscribers up. But one of my favourite and most loyal subscribers is one of my daughters, who she's just made this for me. Look at that. What does it say?
Subscribe to Colin.
So what do you want the people to do?
To subscribe to my daddy.
It's Saturday morning. Well, it's Saturday afternoon actually. Saturday afternoon. It's it's nearly 3 o'clock. Saturday afternoon. It's the 11th of October, and welcome back to the channel. So across there is my son, who, as we all know, as I know, and anybody who follows me, has not long passed his test. So he thought it would be an absolutely brilliant idea for us to go out for a ride. So this is a little short video of me following my boy on his first time out. He better do it right, eh? If he thought the examiner was tough. Right, okay. It's a bit smoky around here because one of our neighbours is burning one of the trees that fell in the storm in his property, and we might even see a few trees down, although it has cleared up an awful lot, and the emergency services have done a great job, you know, in getting everything tidied up. There's still bits and pieces that are still down. Anyway, yeah, I forgot how slow scooters go. Oh dearie me, never mind, eh? Now this should now teach me to balance better on a bike. You're right, okay. Well, there's one tree that took a bit of a lean look, but yeah, I think it was leaning before. It's quite a shame really, because all these cables here, so the loopy ones on top, they've spent millions of euros throughout the Breton putting in optic fibre, and we were all actually due to be connected should you wish to have it, and most of it, well not most of it, but an awful lot of it has been damaged, and of course now it's actually put them so far behind that they've got to repair all the optic fibre that's been brought down. And I mean, just this run here, look, you'll see a bit further on has been damaged, and we should have actually gone on the end of this month, but they've said now it's going to put it back months. No, okay, so it's a bit chilly this morning. There's one tree, look. I mean, there was loads the day after the storm. This road here that we're going down now, more so the other way really, it was just impassable, and there was a couple of trees down here that's been moved. Yeah, right, okay, well, hang on, job in hand. It seems to be keeping a nice straight line, eh? What are we doing? What's the speed? Yeah, we won't talk about that, eh? Oh dear, I remember when I was a lad on my first moped, which was a Puch Maxi 50cc. Got one pedal on, eh? Because you had to leave one pedal on, and yeah, I mean, I thought it was the bee's knees. I really loved it to bits, you know, as he is now. I mean, this is his first day out on the road, so yeah, look, there's a bit of cable there gone. Come on in, matey boy, come past. There's one there, look. Oh, we missed it. Still never mind. Well, he's doing pretty good, eh? I must admit, he's keeping a nice straight line. I had him this morning, checking the tyre pressures, checking the oil. Yeah, look, here's something that's come down here. Look, there's this one here. This is completely gone, look. There. And then this one, this tree was across the road, and that's what brought that down there, yeah. So, yeah, and that literally was straight across the road, which made that, I mean, you couldn't pass there at all. I mean, I'm in third gear, it's a bit but still, you know what, I mean, this, because when you live in an area like we live in, you know, I mean, the kids, I mean, he's 14 and a half, so like when they're 14 they can have a scooter, so and it is young, you know, it is a young age, but it's the only way that these kids can sort of get around and socialise, because, you know, him and his mates now, they can all meet up. I swear he goes faster than this though, or maybe he's doing it just because I'm behind him. Oh, I see. We are coming to a 30 zone, so yeah, maybe that could be it. I'm not too sure. Anyway, so we are correct, we are giving way because it's their priority. Nice to see him observing the rules. So there's another bit of cable going. This, actually, this route here wasn't badly hit at all. Now this guy's garden shed, this just got flattened, look, I mean, look at that, completely flattened, hey? Absolutely nothing left in that, well, nothing left of it at all. And the best of it is, it's been like a week and 3 days now, and he just hasn't even bothered to try and do it, mind you. To be fair, I don't suppose there's much that he can do. Oh, look at that, look, he's give that island a nice wide berth, eh? Right, so we're going to go back the other way. We're going to go past the house, and then we're going to go down a road where they had a little bit more damage. Now it's our right away, so let's hope that the car driver, which he is, fair play to him. Now is my son going to thank him? No, I always believe in thanking, but so I will tell him about this. You know, it's just courteous. Although, you know, I got to be honest, I've noticed since I live in France, the French don't, you know, like when I lived in the UK, if say another car was waiting to pull out or maybe turning for, you know, you flash your lights, you know, and you let them go. They don't do that here, you know. If you flash your light, they look at you like you're stupid, and there's a lot, they don't really thank each other. It has got a little bit more common these days, but it's not as much as the UK. So, you know what, one thing I've just noticed while I've been rabbiting about here is my clocks. And do you know what, hang on a sec, I just get rid of this van that's going to sit behind us till he comes round, which I'm sure he will in a minute. Come on in, my boy, come on. Well done. I just need to make sure that this, no. Okay, so I've looked at my clocks, right, and they've missed it up worse than ever before. You know, hey? We now have, I used to get misting at the bottom of the clocks. I've never had it on the tachometer, and there's a bit of misting there. So, okay, with that new sealing that I put in, you know, it sealed it up, but do you know what? It certainly hasn't stopped the clocks from misting. Now, okay, maybe, I mean, this is the first time that I've took the bike out the garage prior to fitting that seal. So, you know, I'm not going to be an immediate defeatist and say, oh, it's failed. So what I'm going to do is, you know, I'm going to think to myself, when I disassembled them and I put them back together, maybe, you know, maybe there was moisture in there, which you know, there possibly could have been. So I'm going to let this run, you know, getting it warm, and maybe when it's got rid of all the moisture, it could be cured. I mean, it's got to be a time thing, hasn't it? I'm not going to get home and say, well, you know what, that's a failure, and take that seal out, because, you know, that seal, if anything, by the way this is sort of, you know, misting up now, is more or less proving to me that, you know, it has formed a good seal. So, you know, it's sort of, I'm sort of thinking to myself, maybe, and I've heard this done before, it needs a sort of breathe hole at the bottom, you know, a little, I've heard of people getting a drill, you know, a very small drill, and doing a couple of little vent holes at the bottom. And then again, you know, it sort of makes me think, well, if I was going to do that, then why would I bother sealing it up the foot? I don't know, you know. It's a very strange thing, isn't it? Why is it doing this? So I think what I've got to do is, I've got to let it, you know, I've got to let it run its course of time, see if this will dry out. I mean, like I said, they've never missed it up like this before, never. I'm not too sure. I mean, it's almost as though that these clocks, don't forget, you know, the temperature's down. I mean, what are we, 16, so it's probably 12 to 13 degrees. So, you know, it's almost now, isn't it, like, you know, I've sealed it up, the air can't get in, but because the clocks are on, you know, the lights in the clocks are on, which is warming that up, hitting the cold air on the edge. Oh, I've got it, I can sort it. I'll just double glaze the clocks. I'll double glaze them, that's it, problem solved. No, okay. But that's what it's doing, I would think now. You know, I've formed a good seal, but because the instrumentation panel is getting warm and it's hitting the cold air outside, that's what's causing it. So, I mean, it's almost like saying that maybe it does need, at the bottom or the back, a small, you know, a small airflow coming through it. So you've got the good seal where the water can't get in, but you do need an airflow. I don't know, you know. Don't know what to do for the best on this one, people. I would love to hear your thoughts on this one, eh? But yeah, it certainly hasn't cured the problem. Like I say, if anything, it's made it worse. Although it is drying, it is, you know, I don't know how good the GoPro he's picking this up, but it is drying. So, you know, I'm still going to run with, I'm going to leave it for a bit. I'm not going to do anything, and I'm going to see how it all comes out. Anyway, right, so the lad who at the moment riding along quite happily. Right, so we're going to go down this road. Now, down here, there was more damage. Which again, a lot of it has been cleared up. So he's keeping a nice straight line, look, if I get behind him. You know, he's keeping a decent straight line. It was quite pleasing really, because his examiner said to him, oh, you ride like a natural, he said, you know, you go, and of course, you know, he obviously takes after his father, although I've got to be honest and say, he's the third one of my kids now. My two daughters have had scooters, and now it's his turn, he's on it, you know, and they've all done well, you know. You know, they all handle them well, and yeah. So it obviously runs in the blood. They follow their old man. I had to laugh. He said to me this morning when he was on about this, oh, you know, Dad, you know, we'll go out and that, like, and I said, well, you know, as long as it's not raining, because it's supposed to rain. Ah, you'll be all right. He says we got our week. I thought, yeah, right, okay. So obviously this area that we're coming to now, this was really bad. There was a load of trees down, but bear in mind, this is a week and a half ago now. But yeah, you know, that road up there, I think is still closed. There's a tree down there, look. Yeah, bits and pieces that have come down there, huh? Yeah, I mean, in there, I don't know how well the GoPro, but there's trees down all sorts. In there, look, roots upturned, and look, I mean, it's a right state. They're flattened as hell, look, in there. I mean, it's a, you know, it's a shame, isn't it, eh? That one there was sore because it was over the road. These ones had come with blocking the road here, look. But yeah, he's doing a grand job, the lad is. I did this with the two daughters as well. You know, the first day, just, I mean, I know, you know, they're gonna, this is what gets me. Look at this tree here, look, this is broke, look, and it's just, look, it's just hanging there. All this lot down here, look, there's loads in there. But, you know, that one back there, that big one, just literally hanging across the road. It's not attached to nothing, it's bust off. I mean, if that lands on your bunch, you're gonna know about it, ain't you, know? Need more than a bloody helmet to save your head for that one. But they've just left that there. They cleared the road up and thought, well, you know, be all right. Hey, dearie me. Hey, where's health and safety? That's what I want to know. I don't know how you get on with your insurance claim with that. Hey, you know, 6 months later, you're riding along and that decides to trip the light fandangle on your bonds. Still, never mind. I'm sure someone somewhere would have them an excuse to why they left it. I thought then he was going to scoot his way across the island. Oh dearie me. Do you know what? I've never actually ridden, apart from when I serviced the, you know, the girls and his scooter. I've never actually Hello, boy. I've never actually ridden a scooter, and I don't, you know, I even when I sort of nip around the village when I've worked on them, I don't particularly feel stable on a scooter. I don't know why. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it, really? But I don't. You know, I feel like I'm gonna sort of, you know, lose my balance, fall over, which is absolutely stupid, I know, you know, because it's no different to a bike, really, is it? But I don't know. I do think that the clocks are starting to, maybe because I've sealed these, I know I'm going on about these clocks, you know, but maybe because I've sealed these clocks up, which is, you know, it's obviously worked the seal, maybe once it's dried itself out, this is what I'm hoping to, I'm actually trying to convince myself, you know, I'm telling myself that'll be alright once it's dried out. Sounds a pain. Okay. And all my followers, they're like, oh God, that was a waste of time what he's done there, wasn't it? I can hear you. There's a tree down, look. Another one, well, no, that ain't really a tree, is it? But this here, they put all the new optic fibre cable in here, look. I mean, there it is there, just hanging. I've lost the other half, because it was attached to this lot here, but some of these branches and trees come down here. And, yeah. It was on that one there, and it sort of goes to the floor here, look, see it there, going down there, look. Oop. This, there was some damage here, look, there was a lot here, trees down, see, all over the place. Look at this here, look, I mean, it's a shame, isn't it, Well, this lot here was gone, look. There was trees here. All along here there was trees, look. There ain't no more. These lot got flattened, look. These all block the road here, in a right state. Terrible. You know, it's shut. I mean, these trees have been here some time, ain't they? Like, they ain't like they just sprayed it up in the last year or two. But these winds we had, they were horrendous. I mean, dearie me. I reckon this area here, Finisterre, where I live, recorded the highest wind, which was 237 kilometres an hour, I think it was, because we got a lot of wind turbines around here, and that's a you know, they can electronically brake them, you know, and that's what they had to do because the things go wild. Absolutely. And it's raining. Another tree there, look. I've taught him well, go through the middle. We'll turn it round and go back here. I'm not getting wet when I don't have to. In fact, he's done his first ride, and so right, there you go. I hate being out in the rain, especially because I haven't got my rain gear on, so I can't see the point of getting wet for nothing, eh? Woo! But yeah, he's alright. He knows how to ride. I said to him, you know, when he passed his test, okay, you know, you got your licence now, you've passed your test, but now your trips out now is you learning what to do. It's not about, you know, yes, you can ride a scooter, I get that, you know, you can handle it, you can do all your U-turns, your figure eights and everything else, but what you got to do now is you got to learn a bit of road sense, you know, and it doesn't matter how good he is, you know, he's got to try and anticipate, is that car going to pull out on me, or is this one too close to me, or what's going to happen there, or is the road slippy, you know, he's never had to deal with, like, you know, I said to him, this time of the year wet leaves on the roads can be like a skating ring, you know, really bad. And of course he's never had to deal with that, obviously. All these things, and what we're blessed with around here, which makes our lives horrible, of course, is mud on the road, because the farmers here, they really don't care less. They will come out of a field and the roads are absolutely covered in mud. They make no attempt whatsoever to clean it up. And of course, you know, you've only got, as we all know, you've only got to eat a patch of that. And of course, being a scooter, he hasn't really got the power to sort of, you know, ride out in the middle. Or, well, it's not, I know it's not too bad, because these roads are not busy, so, you know. But I mean, that's one thing where I think if I lived in the UK and he wanted to ride a scooter, you know, I know I shouldn't, because it's what I've done all my life, but I would be worried. Here, you know, I'm not overly worried here. He's a sensible lad, you know, and hopefully he will, you know, he'll be okay. Oh, great. Woohoo! There's me saying, don't go too quick. Oh, so here we go. This is the tree, look, that we just passed, that was hanging over. So there you go, look. That's the one I said could eat your, oh, and then it comes. Merci, yeah. Oh, the lad's behind me, look, see me in the mirror. So yeah, I'm glad they've decided to move that, because sooner or later, let's face it, that tree, I mean, you would have thought that they'd have moved it before now, really, wouldn't you? I mean, we had this storm 11 days ago now, you know, you would have thought by now that because we've had some bad wind since, you know, and this road's been open, it hasn't been shut, and yeah, you do tend to wonder, really, you know, you think to yourself, well, hang on a minute, surely that really, you would have thought that would have been one of the first things that they would have got down when the road was closed, you know, but they didn't. They chainsawed all the trees up off the road, and they just left that one up there. So obviously, I suppose someone must have thought it was pretty securely lodged, but I don't know. I mean, the wife's been this is the way the wife comes to work every day. And I mean, I went to the bank and I upped her insurance, you know, her life insurance. So I thought, don't tell her that. But yeah, all joking apart. Oh, did you hear that wobble in the voice when I hit the button? Ah, it sounded like a bloody sheep. Oh dear. So, fancy getting caught in the rain, eh? I mean, I don't do, I hate. See, he cursed me this morning. Ah, Dad, it'll be all right, he said. We'll get out there. Anyway, there you go. There's my son's first ride, and well, I've shown you a little bit of our it was quite good actually, coming back and seeing that tree being took down. Well, not all of it. Say, look, there's some here, look, that come down to them. Yeah, oops. Get on the right side of the road. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this. Loads of them there, look, sir. I mean, they're all over. I mean, I'm just chucking. If you go up these side roads across here, I mean, there's still some of them shut, but hey ho. If it hadn't rained, we'd have gone a bit further, but sod that for the game of soldiers, because I ain't got my wet gear, as I said, and I don't like getting wet. Right, so the clocks, I mean, the clocks are, it is drying. It is actually drying. It's drying out. So do you know what? I'm going to go with that this will dry itself out. I'm going to go with, yes, I've cured this, because it is getting less. And yeah, fair enough, eh? Sorted. Time will tell. Right. Get the garage open for when he gets back. I tell you what, it's not particularly cold today, but the top half of me is fine, but the bottom half, my legs, I normally put, and if anybody remembers from last year, I normally wear, I've got some very nice ladies, not tights, well, I suppose they are. They're like them furry tight things. And you know what? I was wearing them, and I'll tell you something, eh? Under your jeans, warm as toast, and it doesn't bother me. I don't care what I wear. You know, it's all about being warm, and they didn't. I mean, I've got some thermal, you know, like long johns, if that's what they call them these days. And they're okay, but I picked these up from it sounds bad, but I picked these up. I got these ladies tighty things from Lidl. It was they got them in the sale thing. I got them from €1, and I thought, why not? Well, you do, don't you, lads? You know, you see something like that and you think, why not? And I did, and I got them, and nah, do you know what? Brilliant, really brilliant. Keep me so nice and warm. So I think I'm gonna have to find them out anyway. Right, okay, so that's today's little ride. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I've enjoyed doing it, apart from getting slightly wet, but yeah. So basically, I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for coming along on the ride. Take care, see you all soon. Bye for now.